Hello guys, welcome back to CBSE guidance for 10th standard. So guys, how are you? Let's start the video. Today's subject is in politics. We are going to learn chapter 1, power sharing. Power sharing is often considered as the easiest subject in 10th CBSE of all of social science. So let's start. This chapter is mainly divided into 3 topics or 3 parts. The first one is Belgium and Sri Lanka. The second one is prudential and the second moral. The third one is different forms of power sharing. So let's start. Belgium and Sri Lanka. First of all, Belgium is just a small country in Europe, smaller than in India than the state of Haryana. It has borders with France, Netherlands, Germany and Luxembourg. It has a population of a little over 1 crore, about the half of the population of Haryana. The green part of the map is inhabited by the Flemish or Dutch-speaking population of Belgium. 59% of Belgium's population reside in the Flemish region. The red side of the map, also known as the Walloon region, which is inherited by or inhabited by the French-speaking society of Belgium. Almost 49% of Belgium's population reside in the Walloon region. The blue line part of the map is inhabited by the German-speaking population of Belgium, which is only around 1%. The capital of Belgium, Brussels, is resided by 20% of Dutch-speaking population and 80% of French-speaking population. This leads to conflicts as the French-speaking population of Belgium has more power and money than the Dutch-speaking population of Belgium. These small conflicts have led into big wars which have happened between 1950s and 1960s. To solve this problem, the capital Brussels has a central government which controls the whole country of Belgium, has equal representatives from the Flemish, Walloon and German-speaking region. Each region also has its own local government. Sri Lanka emerged as an independent country in 1948. The leaders of the Sinhala community sought to secure dominance over government by virtue of their majority, and as a result, the democratically elected government adopted measures to establish the Sinhala supremacy. There was even an act in 1956 to recognize Sinhala as the only official language of Sri Lanka. Thus, it discarded Tamil. The governments followed preferential policies that favored Sinhala applicants for university positions and government jobs. A new constitution was even stipulated that the state shall protect and foster Buddhism. By these measures, the Tamils of Sri Lanka felt disgraced. Then on, they formed political parties, rallies and social groups to fight against these unequal measures. In 1980, this conflict started a civil war which resulted in thousands of deaths and the breakdown of the economical and social status of Sri Lanka. Finally, even though when the Tamils got their rights, Sri Lanka couldn't uprise from the economical and social breakdown of the country. Now, let us talk about prudential and the second moral. First of all, let me ask you a question. Why is power sharing desirable? The 2 reasons are prudential and second moral. So, let me first define what is prudential. For prudential reason, power sharing is good because it helps to reduce the possibility of conflict between social groups, and it also imposes the will of majority community over others. Second moral here involves a deeper reason for why power sharing is good for democracy. It says that power sharing is the very spirit of democracy. The ones who practice democracy or who practice power sharing learns to live in a society where they are socially accepted and there is equality, fraternity, freedom and everything. Now let us look at the different forms of power sharing. If we say in modern democracy, there are actually 4 different forms of power sharing. The first form of power sharing is that the power is shared between the different organs of government, that is, the judiciary, the executive, and the legislature. Our constitution makes sure that power is equally distributed between the organs, as none of them gets out of hand and gets exercising of unlimited power. The second form of power sharing is that it is shared between the different levels of government, such as the central government or the union government, the state government, and the local government. As we studied in earlier classes, we know that each government have different levels of powers, but our constitution makes sure that no government can take a domination over the other governments. The third form of power sharing, which is power may be also shared among different social groups such as religious and linguistic groups. A good example for this form of government is that women and backward caste people have reserved seats in the legislative assembly. The third form of power sharing is that people can form political parties and different rallies and social groups. This is based on the freedom of people and they can do whatever they want, like they can form a political party, a social group, or a rally denoting their political party or social group. Parties also have the freedom to make a coalition party, which is the mixture of the two parties. For example, the India Front. So that's it, friends. You have successfully completed the chapter Power Sharing from Politics of Class 10. That's it for today. So in the next video, we'll be back with a new subject. So thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.